games yet. Anyway, that's all you need to know about the Gala economy. A bunch of people spent thousands of dollars purchasing these notes, and they expect to get a share of the Gala revenue. The more people playing Gala games and buying Gala NFTs, the more their coins are worth. One of those games being the aforementioned Townstar. It's a browser-based idle game with a farming theme. Grow crops, craft goods, and sell them to rank on the leaderboard. The highest ranked players get paid real money, buying them some time before they need to sell their children. Sounds simple enough. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they changed the game's name. No more Townstar. Now it's Common Ground World. Gala Film, which we'll talk about later, was once partnered with a documentary by the name of Common Ground. As part of this venture, Gala sold NFTs with prices well into the thousands. This relationship seems to be quite one-sided. Gala has an entire page dedicated to Common Ground with exclusive NFTs, but the movie itself has nothing to do with Gala. The blurb on the game's website says the film is coming exclusively to Gala Film, but it never did. Actually, the movie is now lost media, since it was only ever shown during limited screenings in theaters. Despite this, you're still more than welcome to spend $4,250 on a Common Ground movie mystery box. What's inside? Couldn't tell you. The description says, final total to be confirmed. When do they plan on confirming this? It's been over a year since the website was last updated. Alright, that's enough getting sidetracked. Back to Townstar. Launching the game brings us to the main menu, where we can choose between 3 modes: Common Ground, Casual, or Events. We'll start with Common Ground. This looks promising. But it only gets worse. As soon as the loading finishes, I'm presented with a pop-up informing me of a new limited edition NFT. Wow, only 200 of them will ever exist, and at just $200 a pop? What a steal. So what exactly am I supposed to be doing? There's no help text or tutorial. After a few minutes spent aimlessly clicking every available button, more or less I got the idea. Gameplay consists of placing buildings like berry farms or tree farms and then waiting while this little farmer guy walks around watering plants. Every few minutes,
This wood base that I built was raided, I think, and it's gone now, which seems crazy to me. Yeah, my base was raided, I'm fairly sure, because it was like right here. I know because I built right here. I knew that this would be really hidden. And that base is gone. It's gone. Somebody came and raided it immediately. And that's weird. Like, that base, there was nothing in it. There was nothing in it. They wasted so much resources. They're so stupid. Like, I deride their decision to raid that base. It's totally gone. And that makes, like, you know, that makes a statement. They killed that worthless wood base that I spent 5 minutes making. But it's like, what does it matter? I mean, why did you waste your time? That doesn't really make it. It doesn't play. It doesn't play. Watch, it doesn't really play. Watch. I'll just make the same base again. These idiots, they're so low IQ. They wanna waste all this energy and time. They want to waste all this energy and time for some reason, which I don't really understand. It's like something that I've never really understood about them. To them, it's like they have to prove to you through the principle of how stupid they are. It's like this thing they have to prove to you. Yeah, like I died here today on stream. A bear killed me. I know exactly where this base was. It was like right here. And it's full blown, completely gone. Which is just like, you know, A, it's stream snipe. B, it's goddamn low IQ. C, it's like not productive to anything that I was doing. It seems sort of weird. It's also like that base was so hidden. The idea, like the chances of them finding it other than stream snipe is like 0. So you're also like, okay, well, so it's confirmed idiot, and the confirmed idiot hit the only base that I had that didn't have any loot. And now that's gone. And I don't understand the stupid. It's I would understand avarice and stupid, like, I'm sorry, I would understand avarice and bad choices, but stupidly wasting a lot of time on something that really meant nothing, it just sort of undermines my ability to ever consider this person a real threat, or anybody that, like, you know, that had any intelligence ever worth observing or anything. It's just odd. Just fucking odd. I mean, I really just don't know. It's odd. I don't know. It is so odd. Just fucking odd. So, I don't know. So anyways, I came in, I observed it. I got the information that I wanted, and I'm leaving.
Crops will be ready to harvest, and the product is automatically
I
added to
profited.
storage. Once you have,
I proved to the world that I was smart. These people are fucking stupid. They're like fucking stupid. Low IQ. Like, and I'm not saying that to insult them. I'm saying it like they're like it boggles the mind, their goddamn stupidity. It boggles the mind. I don't know. I like, literally, that's what's so wrong. It's like, it's so dumb. I want to use a metaphor here. It's like you walk out of your front door, and instead of like them setting a bomb up in front of your door, or them like crashing a car through your front door to like kill you as you come out the front door or something like that, they've burned and torched your kids. It's like they burn and torched your kids 2x4, or so what do they call those little trike, those little trikes that they give kids, you know, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I expected something real, and instead you torched and burned my kid's tricycle. And we always suspected you were this goddamn dumb, you know, this low IQ. But then you do it, and it boggles the mind. You're like, oh, wow, they really did. They really did. They like raided this piece of shit that I didn't even put any loot in. What? I don't know. It boggles the mind, the sheer stupidity of the amount of time wasted. It's got to be a rando. It's not the stream sniper. It's a rando. It's a rando who's bad, who has too much time and explosives on their hands. It's a rando who's bad, who has too much time and too much explosives on their hands. If they were intelligent at all, and I'm talking like really, like if they had any IQ at all, they would understand that the server has an XP chart that makes it easier for people who have been there for a long time. And so rating 1x2s is sort of dumb. That's like trying to it's like taking 2 or 3 hours of your time. I'll explain it to you as to how stupid it is. You took 2 or 3 hours of your time to try to counter 5 minutes of mine. And it boggles the mind how stupid it is. Like, it's like you wake up in the morning and you go outside, and it's clear somebody had an Ocean's 11 plot to blow up your kid's tricycle. And there was some alibis and a cop involved, and there was probably a couple of fist fights and some poverty and shit. And you're like, what the fuck? These goddamn morons spent 3 hours raiding some piece of shit that I didn't even put any loot into. And it's like, why would you waste that goddamn time? Whether you're a rando or a stream sniper. It doesn't matter what it is. Why would you waste that goddamn time? What could possibly be in that base? What could possibly be in that base that you would res it to the ground. What could possibly be in that base? You're so stupid. Like you never would make it in large clan. It's why you're solo. It's why you're solo hassling people on a 3-pop. Not even 3-pop, like 2-pop. And you're hassling people on a 2-pop. Cause you're that goddamn bad. You're like actually that goddamn bad. It kind of blows my mind, sort of. It's like, Jesus Christ, this person was actually that bad? Like that bad. You wake up in the morning and they've done a 3-month plan that they really worked on really hard. That they really need you to know that they worked on so hard. And it's like the Monarch or something. And they've set your lawn on fire. And they're like, ah ha ha, I'm the Monarch, I'm the mighty Monarch, and I've come up and I'm your nemesis and blah blah blah, and I've attacked your lawn again. You're like, oh god, this pathetic piece of shit. This pathetic fucking piece of shit. Jesus Christ, man. It doesn't even matter if it's somebody that you know or if it's somebody that you don't know. It doesn't change the monumental fucking depth of their fucking stupidity and the amount of time that they wasted. That's what's so funny about it. It could be a rando. It could be the stream sniper. It doesn't matter. It's so monumentally fucking stupid. You kind of want to believe that it's somebody random. You want to believe that it's somebody random that made the kind of boner that bad. You're like, oh no, was this some kind of organized stream snipe? Or was it just some goddamn fucking moron? Straight up fucking moron bombed my lawn, like attacked me with four jets and a couple of choppers, and all that's left is like a little bit of a burning spot on my lawn or something, and you're like, what the fuck? He spent like 3 hours and all his money and all his time trying to kill some base I didn't even put any loot in, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how stupid is this person? How stupid are they? They were never a threat. They've never been a threat. How stupid are they? like really goddamn dumb. This person has never been a threat. The only threat was me. It was me legitimizing them. The only threat was me. That's it. This person is so goddamn stupid. Or it's a rando. It's one or the other. I hope it's a rando. It's so stupid that you pray and hope and beg that it's a rando. Because you're like, oh no. Only a rando could be this dumb if it's somebody who is trying to actively attack me. Literally, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. It's weird. It's weird being around these idiots. I can't relate to them. When they make their tactical choices, you're like, oh no, I mean, I'm sorry, you're not a worthy opponent. You haven't beat me in a gun battle in 2 years. You're not a worthy opponent. You're not some fucking arch nemesis. You're not even a worthy piece of shit opponent. You spend 3 hours raiding some piece of shit I don't even have any loot in. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. like this is basic shit from 3.5 years ago, from kids when I used to hang out in 2x1s and shit. This is basic shit from a long time ago. You don't go banging a 2x1 for 3 hours. You're fucking stupid. There's nothing in it. You're fucking stupid. You never even learned the basic rules of Rust. Don't go banging some piece of shit 2x1. There's nothing in it. You're fucking stupid. Any raid person could have told you. Any raider would have told you. Any large clan, anybody who was into raiding at all would have been like, there's nothing in this base, brah. You're fucking stupid. And your weird fucking obsession. And your weird obsession just makes you a weird, demented. You're just weird and demented, bro. You're just weird and demented.
Have enough of each crop, you can click on the truck to sell them, gaining money.
So anyways, I'm going to switch the games. I'm sorry. This was fun, but it got toxic, so I left. The minute that it gets toxic, I just stop. I'm like, yeah, no, that's all good. So we're going to drop off the other games here. Yeah, I'm done with EvE for tonight because it's been a long session. I'm going to close soon here. But we're going to do some Overwatch 2 comp healing before I go to bed. And I love making fun of the stupidity of complete randos that I don't even know. It's so fun. I don't know these people. I don't know what went wrong in their heads or whatever. What stupidity caused them to be like this or whatever. But I know that like they're not a threat to me. The only threat that they've ever been is to themselves. Like here, okay, like watch. I can even show you how stupid this is. I can show you how stupid this is. I can do it live in a real time. Watch me. So, that one's 4 hours, right? Yes, it's okay. These get deleted, right? We're going to pop into the fucking video here. Why do I have so many videos here? 4 hours. That one's the one I'm recording. That one's... I don't even know. What are these? These are like dead videos. 1021. That was from a long time ago. 1022, 1021, 1022. No, today's 1023 now, but yeah, these are the oh my god, I've lost track here. But I believe that this is the start of today's session.
Shit, Windows. Hi. Hey. It's 3:58 in the morning on 10/21/2020.
1021. Yeah. So these are... What happened here? I don't even know. Is this me? Yeah, this is me. I don't even know. So these... I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't want to know. So here's me building this base. See? I can even pull the video evidence of how stupid this is. Like, watch, like, I can prove where this base is to trip, like, because I'm tripping, right? I'm like, where did I build this base? And I know where I built this base. It's right off the fucking road. It's right off the road. Look, I built this base today, and some fucking moron rezzed it to the ground. Some fucking moron. I'm dead serious. Some fucking brain dead moron spent like at least 20 minutes, if not an hour. Like, well, I mean, no, more than that, like 3 hours something. One of the things I love about raid costs is the raiders. Something that I very clearly was aware of in Large Clan is they don't ever add in to the cost how much time it takes to get the sulfur. They just say, oh, the raid took 45 minutes. They don't ever think about how it took days to get that sulfur together. And so yeah, this idiot, he threw 3 days of his time into rezzing this base to the ground. It was totally gone when I came in today. I didn't fuck up or what? Did I not put down a TC? No, I put down a TC and I filled it too. Watch right here. Yep. Oh no, maybe I didn't fill the TC is what it is. Let's see. What's the mistake? I thought somebody raided me, but maybe I just didn't put anything in the TC. Is that what happened? I bet it is. See, because I was like, it was like 5 minutes of farm. It was like 5 minutes of farm, and I was like, why would they raid this? Why? I don't think I fed the TC is what it is. I don't think I fed the TC. I got a phone call. And it distracted me horribly. And then I died to a bear. I came back.
Did that kill him?
And I couldn't find the bodies. And it was me. I just never paid the TC. It's me. I'm the idiot. I had to go back and look. I was like, did some idiot raid me? Or am I just the idiot? I'm the idiot. I can tell you right now, I am the idiot. I'm very proud to admit that I'm the idiot. I'm the idiot. I was like, there's no way somebody rated this. It's gotta be me. And I went back and looked. I was like, what's the fucking story here? What's the story? Because I didn't get rated. Nobody's gonna raid that piece of shit wood base. There's no way anybody wasted like 3 hours of mats on that fucking piece of shit base. But no, all I did was build a frame that cost about 2,000 wood, and then I never paid the TC, which is fine. It means nothing. But it's good that I figured out. I like that I'm like this online being that can track my movements back to the fucking recordings that I did today. I actually really fucking love that. I don't care. Like, I don't care that I did something stupid. It's just cool that I can go back and see what I did. I was like, how did I lose this base? And now I see it. I remember now. I died to the bear and I never did pay the TC cost. And so the base disappeared. I mean, it was a crappy base anyways. I can't seem to nail down what kind of base that I want. I can't seem to nail it down. It's something about Rust now. I can't nail down the base that I actually want. It drives me fucking crazy. I think all the time, what would be the best base? Is it a 3x3? It's a 3x3, and they'd have to go through all 9 rooms to get to the TC. And then up on the roof, you've got 9 more doors. It's an 18-door raid, but it's still only a 3x2. It would be a 3x1. You know, or what not 3x1, but 3x3. It's still only a 3x3 times 2, and that's cheap, right? And I was like, what's the perfect design? But then I realized you've got a pancake, you've got a layer, you've got a honeycomb, and all this shit, and suddenly you've got a fucking mansion. It doesn't matter if you try and hide loot, you end up with a mansion. It's just the nature of the fucking game. I don't know why it's like that. If you accrue anything at all, your base just gets too big. It requires too much. It just requires too much storage or whatever. I don't know why this isn't logging in. I don't know why Overwatch takes 7 minutes to log in now. I'll be right back. I just thought of something really funny. Hold on. I just thought of something really fucking funny. I haven't paid Overwatch any money in 9 years. I think it's been 7 years. 7 years. Something like that. One time I bought Overwatch 1 for $39, and then I just haven't given them any money since then. It's been $40, and it has lasted me since 2017. It's 2024 now. I just realized, like, this is like one of the best values in gaming. I don't care what people say. It actually is one of the best values in gaming. It definitely is. Now, my frame rate does not feel right, and I'm gonna try and fix that. Yeah, that's why. Something happened. There you go. I still don't believe you, so I'm going to go into a training match and just test the water, you know? Feel the water. See if it's nice. Overwatch 2. Comp healing. Yep. Overwatch 2. Comp healing. I want to listen to some Donkey Kong, I think. Save, and then, yeah, take me to the practice range, and then I want to hear... Well, no, I want to hear this guy, John. I think he's good.
Plants. Not exactly the most engaging gameplay, but it is an idle game. Next up, the casual mode. This appears to be essentially the same thing as common ground mode, except you start with a bigger plot of land and more money. Or at least I think that's the only difference. Not like the game has any interest in explaining itself. Last up, we have the event mode. These are timed challenges where players compete to harvest and craft as many goods as possible within a set period of time, usually a week. Looks like I've got 2 days left to craft as many mushroom pizzas as possible. Oh, how convenient. This $150 NFT will help me grow mushrooms faster. Nothing like a little bit of pay to win, right? All event participants are ranked, and the top 900 players will receive Gala coins based on where they place. Prizes range from $300 to $800, but since there's only 2 days...
Whoa. I want to see the chart here. Hold on. Wait, what happened here?
By Eric Shiremeyer, Wright Thurston, and Michael McCarthy.
Wait, what?
Of those three, most notable is Shiremeyer. 2020 was one of those games being the aforementioned Town Star. It's a browser-based idle game with a farming theme. Grow bit of pay to win, right? Span of hours.
Where was the chart? You showed me the money chart and it was funny. Damn it, where's the money chart? See, this
mechanic to gameplay.
This shit's boring anyways. It's fucking boring. I'm sorry, but it is. The men who promised the impossible, unlimited energy.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and today's video is going to be a bit of a heavy subject matter. So before we jump in completely, obviously with the title, you obviously know something is pretty wild at Twitch. Now this is in regards to serious world-shattering events that, again, I'm not an expert in, so I'm going to kind of tread lightly in this situation, explain and discuss things that I reasonably can. But if you want to dive away from heavy stuff and you want to stick to something a little bit more, lighthearted, then, tomorrow I'm probably going to be releasing another deep web video, so get excited for that one. We're looking at a lot of wild websites. And if you want to, look at things like LSD Dream Emulator, maybe some more creepypasta stuff, because I'm going back to that. This week is probably going to be a fun week for some of you guys watching Some Ordinary Gamers. A lot of callback to older content that I did and I want to be doing going forward. But this is one of those videos where I've seen it mentioned on the actual Reddit. So if you know that we have the Some Ordinary Gamers subreddit, and one of the top posts was, stuff about Asmongold the last couple days. So, these were pretty highly viewed posts on my subreddit. And they were ones where it kind of dominated the entire community for a little bit. So obviously, it's one of those things where I kind of want to jump into it because the rabbit hole that I've went down has shown me just how wild and insane Twitch, if not the entire internet, is effectively becoming. So to give you an idea, Asmongold, a couple days ago, made some rather inflammatory statements that got his account banned for 14 days. Now, the statements in particular I'm going to play, and obviously I just want to preface, Zach Asmongold has pretty much walked these things back and, has apologized for it, but to show you exactly what triggered a entire giant domino effect on Twitch, we're going to play this clip right here and kind of touch upon it briefly.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a They're terrible people. It's not even a question.
So to cut the whole clip off over here real quick, obviously this kind of inflamed individuals because Zach was referring to Muslims, specifically from what I understand Palestinians at the time, when asked to talk about a conflict like this. Now, obviously, Zach was one of those people that said, weird as fuck, too many people coming out with statements about this conflict as if they need to comment on it. Can we stop this weird culture around expecting people with no relevant backgrounds or educations to talk about world events? politics. And I actually agree 100% on that. It's one of the reasons why I don't really go into these topics, because I'm a fat Indian guy whose background is computer science and cybersecurity. That's all I know, okay? That's where I come down to. It's either that or playing video games. I'm not a global expert on anything, which is why I really don't talk about these situations. So obviously Asmongold walked it back, apologized, and said, "My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive." So in this situation, one could, if they were to extend the charitability, could say that Asmongold was probably referring to extremists in the Islamic religion and their view on people in the LGBTQ camp, all right? As you all know, religious fundamentalists, whether you're in Islam or any religion, probably don't take too kindly to people that are gay, and that's probably what Asmongold was going for. And obviously, his idea of conflating this was probably not the smartest way to handle the situation, and that's pretty much how the situation ended up going. Now, he earned himself a 14-day ban, and what this did was basically show people that, hey, listen, this is wild stuff being said. This is some insane shit going on Twitch. But down the road on Twitch, there were plenty of other commentators known as Hassan Piker, and a few people in the politics sphere that basically showed that there is kind of a double standard in how Twitch enforces its actual, TOS. So a couple, days ago, if not a day ago, it turned out that Twitch was apparently banning accounts from Israel from actually signing up. When making an account from Israel on Twitch, it apparently ended up being where Twitch provided one error into its site code where it said, "Oops, we encountered an unexpected error." 2023 was the error code, and the code was blocked country IP. So this apparently ended up being addressed by Twitch. This was brought forward by Destiny and his co-host on his podcast, where they basically said, "We wanted to address concerns we've seen about whether we're preventing Twitch account signups in some regions. When signing up for a Twitch account, you can select an account verification method, email or phone, for added protection. Following the October 7, 2023 attacks, we temporarily disabled signups with email verification in Israel and Palestine." Now, obviously, wild stuff indeed. But why did they do it? "We did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attack and to protect the safety of users." It's interesting how the site specifically picked this geolocated region in specific, especially when this wasn't enacted during Ukraine and Russia, or really any country that is still currently actively at war right now as we speak, okay? But anyways, to go further in, signups were not disabled, and we continue to see signups from both regions. Users could choose to sign up with phone verification. We've learned that inadvertently, we did not re-enable email verification signups for either region. Now, they've been community noted where they said even signups were possible when using a phone number. So we deeply regret this unacceptableness and the confusion it has caused. We fixed this issue, meaning all of Western users can sign up with email verification. We've also heard concerns about whether our community guidelines apply to all content on our server, and we continue to enforce a rule as consistently as possible, actively reviewing content and taking enforcement action whenever needed. Now, this last paragraph might be the biggest fucking sack of shit I have ever read from a company like this in my entire time on the internet. But to give you an idea, this was not like a VPN block or something of that nature. This was actually written into code, a geoblock of an entire region. Why did Twitch decide to ban Israel of all countries, especially after all of this happened, from producing accounts and signing up for the service? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, since then, a fair amount of clips have come out that have addressed some individuals on Twitch. The most rather wild stuff. So we're going to go down some clips of Rampage and just go through some of the wild shit people have been digging out from Twitch. Now, CEO Dan Clancy comes out and says, "We just posted an explanation of what happened. We're very sorry about the oversight. It only came to our attention today. As mentioned in the tweet, it does not affect people using mobile phone verification." Now, what's really interesting about this whole situation is when somebody like Dan Clancy says, "Oh, wow, we just found it out now." There was actually a small group that they follow on Twitch, actual, Israeli content creators, where they actually brought the situation up. They dug into the spec element, they dug into the concept of the web browser, and right over here, it said, "If further you dig out into it, one of the
Someone not me needs to be on.
was one from the Twitch user voice, where apparently a certain idea was deleted. That idea in particular was in response to you can't create an account in the reason for again, if it's geo because you feel talked down to, you feel mocked at the end of the day, and it's such a condescending way to communicate to people that can easily counter you in about 5 minutes. Honestly, if you really think about it, this tool actually hurts thousands more than ever would have hurt it. If you want to see how people can document and live stream the real atrocities that are occurring to them in the region, how streaming could have used the platform to showcase this. In reality, it shows how borderline, it shows how stupid Twitch can be. In them trying to, I guess, protect people, they inadvertently limited people's ability to express and produce content that could actually be eye-opening to a lot of people who don't know about the situation, beyond what they read on the internet and through their feeds. But Dan Clancy is somebody that literally allows this site to foster some of the wildest shit you'll ever hear. Now, there's a website known as danclancysucks.com, where it goes through a treasure trove of some of the most popular streamers on the site. One of the most popular political streamer, Hassan Piker, and of course several of his people in his camp, like for example, really some of the political people, political creators. And again, I highly mention the word slop. I know that people would say that lots of people make slop. Now, I would say that political content creators, the kind of stuff and clips that I've heard, are some of the most inflammatory shit that I have seen. And it comes from people that really have no understanding about what they're talking about. But Twitch has allowed a platform where you can just say whatever you want to say with no actual repercussions, provided your politics are on their side. Similar to how Twitter or really any other form of social media condemns Twitter for how they portray certain things on the internet, how toxic their platform can get. You also have to actually condemn Twitter, or really any platform for that matter. So, for instance, if you look down to actual civility and respect, Twitch needs to be a place where everyone can come together and share community experiences. So what they say is Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination, denigration, harassment, or violence based on the following protected characteristics. So those characteristics are race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origins, immigration status, religion, sex, gender, gender identity, orientation, disability, serious medical conditions, and network status. So, because Twitch said, we like to enforce our gender equally, political streamers have to say, I'm coming at you with the dumbest shit that I've heard in a while.
Fuck.
Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any pity for any soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. I do, the ones I'm whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that acknowledge that what they did was wrong, they didn't know well back, they didn't know back then.
Just hateful rhetoric. Now, obviously, the people who are in the military were like, wow, we're getting that Camaro. I have never in a million years met somebody, I've got plenty of friends friends, friends who are actually active military, people that are retired military at this point. They've done their careers. People that have played video games who've told me about their stories. Never once have I ever heard people jump into the Army for that free, juicy Camaro. Ooh. Maybe the student loans, and as somebody that, at the time, financially speaking, I needed money for school, I probably would have joined the Canadian Air Force, out of a patriotic duty, but also because, you sign a bond with them, you work in the military, you get your school paid for, good schooling, and that's kind of how things, go. It's a deal you end up making. I think a lot of people that join the military who are these cogs in the machine that you'd be so willing to say, yeah, I hope you get PTSD if you're not, this reformed person that, has to bend the knee constantly because of your service to your country. Yeah, I think those people are usually in the military out of necessity, or, at some point they need a career, they need to join something. And the military is a great provider of it. The military also produces a lot of those same technologies you use to stream your nonsense garbage on the internet. They do a lot more than just this imperialism that she, likes to throw around. There is very valid criticisms you can make of the U.S. military, but I think going after the cogs in the machine, the people that are the grunts, the foot soldiers, is just insane. This kind of rhetoric doesn't really bring anyone together. If anything, all it does is just sow more discord and, sow more issues amongst people who are already facing a lot of issues right now. People who are already so divided. This kind of rhetoric doesn't really, portray anything. She might think this is based, but at the end of the day, it's just literally cowardice behavior that, you're displaying from the internet. You're not really actually providing any solutions. You're just sitting over there wishing that people who literally fight for their freedom every day would get probably worse post-traumatic stress disorder or mental illnesses because of the service. I mean, honestly, if you were a serviceman and you heard this shit, I would actually understand probably with a regrettable service afterwards, or if you actually question your dignity. If these are the actual, people that you're fighting for, people that you're, hopefully in the manner that they're so accustomed to and, kept literally down the lane. Realistically, it just comes from this very one-sided view of the Army or really the country. It feels like a lot of the extreme leftists on the internet have literally just amounted to their policy being America bad, and realistically never really looking at any of these things from a nuanced perspective. On a side note, I also love how these people talk about getting universal health care for people, which is genuinely a cool thing to see people actually live and not be getting because they get sick or go through something serious. No, your medical rights are only really present as long as you share your motivation with us. I mean, how fun is backwards a lot of stuff in the United States, right? It's like, I hope you get PTSD over there with the military people. If you have any basic understanding, you probably have heard the medical protection because of the service that they got. Just insane stuff to see.
Now, will Twitch ban this person for, their obvious, obvious hateful conduct on the site? Probably not. You're just walking around completely free. It's insane shit. It's a lot of their attitude. Now, after some backlash, this complete dipshit comes out and goes, I realize that pushing people hard isn't the best way to talk about these issues. Really? Wow! These people are supposed to be fucking intellectual bastards on the internet. Really? That it's easier to attract people with money than with you? No, that's wild shit. Now, look down further into this specific cretin. One thing that really came out wild was this TwitchCon sponsored event. Now, this is 3 months ago, so it's very recent. This is, again, very much in Twitch's line. So you post this clip or video, it's like, how Arab are these Twitch streamers, right? It's live at TwitchCon, and if you actually watch the content over here, you'll see that they're pretty much sponsored by Chevron, okay, Samsung, Capcom. They got some pretty big sponsors right over here, insane stuff. So if you look at the actual tier list, you can see that Arab streamers S. It's not funny. The Turkish guy is on the Arab list, all right. And then you've got AB, the actual Arabs. And then of course on the S tier, this is where it gets interesting. You've got Ethan Klein and Ben Shapiro. So at this point, we reach that. Good. S tier. It's not as good as that, but it's there. F tier. That tier just gives you the heebie-jeebies. The Jews? Ooh, boy oh boy. We actually watched the clip. Look at the tier list we're doing.
Now, Sabra apparently in their eyes is like they're referring to like a brand of hummus that exists in Israel that is basically in part of a boycott. Now, Sabra also translates to Israeli Jew or Jew born in Israel. So, realistically, you know, if we're gonna use the terminology that these people politically like to use, this is what we consider a dog whistle, okay? Because in reality, this is what they're actually going for. I mean, the thumbnail that I showed you, and again, these are the same people that judge me based on the thumbnail that I used for like the Kepler's video. But it gives you a quick idea to understand. What do you here? Kind of gives you an idea of like where they're at. Arab being at the top, Jews being at the bottom. Okay. See, I can look at this and immediately understand that this is hateful rhetoric, right? Like, no matter how you want to cut and slice it, if I had done this, or anybody had done this, or people who are opposed politically to these people would do it, they would say that this is hateful conduct. This is literally hateful conduct occurring on the platform. Now, with Punnett, the account responsible for that kind of display of idiocy on the platform? No. They basically won't. Now, the historical streamer Hassan Piper. Now, Hassan, in the last, say, couple of weeks, has basically been exposing people to child success. You watch, some of the streams, he's sitting with another actual streamer, and when you watch him, he's literally walking away and, playing literal, terror propaganda, actual terror, music videos to, random creators. Now, I would do this on YouTube or really any other platform, or even Twitch. I would actually be expecting a ban. You know, a couple, about a year or two ago, I was actually assisting a couple smaller YouTubers that basically helped me, where they had, literal actual, meme channels, where they had, actual, I think it was, ISIS music, and YouTube, immediately after detecting it, usually demonetized accounts. In some cases, they would actually remove videos or even ban them. Because YouTube went through a serious apocalypse regarding this, and obviously, I think most platforms understand that, highlighting illegal criminal organizations, they don't have to be terrorists, they can be literal criminal gangs. If you're out there promoting Hell's Angels, or you're promoting the Mexican drug cartel, you would probably get a serious ban.
No.
But in this situation, this is largely workforce creator, left-wing workforce creator, and this is fucking outright.
Oh no, we lost this in the end.
And it's not even just that.
Oh, come on, 15 seconds. You guys didn't get a kill for 3 minutes. No.
And instead of, being respectful, being a proper journalist, you get on your knees and suck their dick for about 30 minutes and watch this.
No.
They went over the food on these ships and they win them over with their time and they use them and they use them.
Think about China. You know what I mean with China?
He said he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did plot with them, and he danced to music with them, and he was vibing, so he likes them.
So, I mean, what? That's so crazy. Are they just fucking chilling with the captains? I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that we're talking about somebody that has been taken hostage, who, quote-unquote, is being chilled with. And again, this is just right on Twitch.
America's America's blowing them up while they're just doing cat and fucking chilling with the captains. How does he feel about that? Isn't that crazy? I don't know how to describe it.
And these clips were seen 8 months ago on Willie Mac's channel, but you can watch this video right now. Hassan will sit there and hypebeast these people without any care in the world. This man does not critically apply any form of journalism. He is just showing these people and promoting them in this incredibly positive light when there are actually just pirates and terrorists who are putting people in harm's way, especially people that have nothing to do with the Israeli conflict in general. So again, if you want to check it out, Willie Mac's video is great. He covers this topic. I would highly recommend you see this to see actual proper journalism and an actual proper objective coverage of the situation. So he brings this kid on and basically, talks about One Piece. They have a whole gang and everything. And the thing about this kid is, obviously, if you know him, this guy is an influencer called Timothy Chalamet. Okay, so the Houthi movement, basically a movement where, again, this kid is part of a piracy organization where you can see him literally on actual captured vessels. It's not something that's a hidden secret. He brought this guy on and basically popularized him. Now, before people in the Hassan camp go, but Muda, This kid has seen only suffering his entire life. So obviously, you know, he's going to be part of these situations. And, you know, you're being a little bit harsh. Now, I am one of those people that is empathetic towards individuals, and obviously if this kid has only ever seen death and destruction in his entire life because of the Saudi-Yemen conflict, then yes, I can understand why they would do such a thing, but never in a million years should you as a content creator or a journalist, I guess, or a political commentator, you know, bring somebody on to popularize and it's not similar to interviewing like Bin Laden back in 1997 in CNN. These are situations where you can identify or and it wasn't in a way to glorify anybody who is part of a seriously criminal operation that isn't designated just by one country, but by a consortium of countries, even countries that are diametrically opposed to each other, you know, politically. These are actual interviews that people do with criminals as a way to get multiple sides of the story. It's not meant to glorify somebody or glorify their cause or something just. You know, in a way, it's like presenting people like that.
No!
Operate their shitty beliefs on. And these are things that, again, no matter which side of the political spectrum you fall on, I would imagine political content creators would be a bit more careful when they contribute. If you don't feel like you need more crisis and no better these facts, then these people are should be operating in this field of now that this guy was kind of sucking his dick off, basically was out there posting the executions we will carry out on all of us. Now, of course, there's probably say, yeah, he's probably talking about, you know, resigning. But you're looking into this person and the people who get a solution to this, you know, guys in these islands, like anti-Semitism, well, it's just more rhetoric that is going to be constantly pushed out. And he's doing anything is that. This guy is not necessarily a party. And obviously, Twitch, who is in such a weird state right now, has decided to let this guy constantly stream what I think is unbelievable account, to which is an actual streamer on Twitch right now.
The entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a true person. I think it's worth. Why am I held accountable for some random because platform has no fucking contact? You're the one to put him on your channel, unapologetic, and then leave him without that's you. I'm criticizing you. You're not accountable. You're accountable for yourself.
Kind of almost harkens back to, hey, if you're going to be on the channel, you listen to your accountability. And honestly, if you come across lying or incorrectly, you should fucking wild is when discussing this person in a very recent interview with Asriel, like when they were talking about why Asriel had this is what the comments say about that. Watch this.
We're not like, oh, you're trans, we're gonna kill you. They were like, oh, thank you for your fucking humanitarian. It's the same as any other. Chalamet. Is that the One Piece one? Yeah. This kid. He's like, he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him. Which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? So he is a person
part of a terrible movement, is part of a terrible group that is actually committing crimes, and you can understand why they do it because of the, you know, the world that they live in. But then to compare it to like Anne Frank, who, you know, again, is a absolutely insane shit. And it's weird because, like, you know, one of these situations where some like song, you know, we have podcast, some ordinary podcast, some of the first actual, like, you know, people it gets. And on that show, what's insane to me is like, look, people like Rogan, people like Andy, they're pretty sophisticated in understanding the situation. Hassan, however, is not the guy yet he just purposely goes and obfuscates things like this. It's insane. Now again, I don't want to go and make this like a political video because again, I'm not with it. But I'm somebody that has basically been seeing a lot of this like, you know, insane time of the internet effectively take over and become so normal. Now, in the situation, you know, like I've said before, and I've been clipped a few times, and, you know, even when I stream, you know, videos do get uploaded of my takes on situations that I feel like I need to clarify. I'm not somebody that is afraid to say that genocide is wrong. I think that there is an actual case of, you know, genocide, and there's an actual case of attacks that goes towards the Palestinian people. I think there's very serious situations that go around the world. Now, at the same time, these are situations that involve, you know, a group of people, Muslims and Jews, that have effectively been at each other's throats for not just decades, but hundreds of years. And like, when I talk about these situations in a nuanced way, I say that, listen, you were talking about hundreds of years of if you've ever grown up Muslim, and I have, then you know that there is a serious culture of anti-Semitism, even amongst both conservative and conservative. Just as you know, there is a serious amount of Islamophobia in the most right-wing circles. These are two groups of people that literally are just fighting each other. And it's not going to change until, like, the youth grow up and realize that this kind of hatred towards each other doesn't really meld. Now, when it comes to people dying in a conflict zone like Gaza right now, assistance, and I vet my charities the best that I can to assist people in really shitty situations. I don't make it a big deal to talk about it because I don't think donating money should be constantly promoted in the sense that, you know, are you really doing it to help people or are you doing it to make yourself better? But it's tiny things that I can do in order to make sure that it makes something can get some attention. And it's one conflict that I hope before I die, things can kind of change. Now, ultimately, I really do think that Twitch is fucking cooked when it comes to this kind of stuff. The clips that I've seen the last few days have been downright disgusting to witness. And one of the things that I noticed on my phone, and my wife actually saw this too, when I opened up the health phone, and I guess I did a question there, and part of my question is, I was actually, like, diagnosed, well, I wouldn't say diagnosed, but the questionnaire rated is moderately depressed. I don't recall myself being depressed in that state. Importantly, the mental health associated with it. Now, I think the world's a bad place. You know? I know that I put a lot of smiles on things. I know that I laugh a lot. And, you know, I really do try to put, like, the best smile for it. My goal is to make people smile. But I do sometimes believe the world is bad. I think lots of platforms like Twitter, like a lot of these places, have promoted the most insane rhetoric, like this hateful rhetoric, rage bait, actual toxic content, and it's done nothing but throw people down a shit rabbit hole. When I look at Asmongold's, like, you know, statements that he made a few days ago, it reminds me of growing up as a kid. You know, post 9/11. You know, that level of Islamophobia, I guess, if one wants to say it.
Yep. We've always known this about them. That's why I took him off my stream like a year ago.
It's not something that I have not seen, before. I've seen tons of people hate for no reason. I have seen tons of people...
I didn't see him again until this. I was like, the minute that I snuffed out something Southern and right-wing about him, I was like, nope, you're off my channel. Bye.
This divide. And I don't know what...
And here it is.
But it really has...
I like Asmongold, too. When it comes to being a gamer, I don't like his opinions.
Brought me back to realizing what I like the most about my channel. I don't want to kind of make any more of this kind of content covering these kind of people. This will probably be the last time that I ever want to aim making this kind of content or discussing these kind of things.
Wow.
But I think it's an important discussion.
You know you have a stain on your shirt?
To have.
Which seems weird for a 1,000,000 hit video.
No matter where you stand on these situations, you can call me a fence sitter or fucking... During Ukraine and
Side built in.
TwitchCon spawn, and to see on Twitch the kind of rhetoric being promoted that is from the other opposite political end, when you're talking...
I mean, this is who they are. I've never had any illusions of it. They don't hide. I wouldn't say duplicity is well, duplicity is in their politics, but I wouldn't say it's in their image. What happened here? You're like black screen. Okay.
Hey. Have a good game. I'm gonna try to get back behind him. Shit. That's done. I think I'm actually gonna switch back. Baptiste again. Gotta keep killing him, then I die. On me, fuck. I'm trashed. Sorry. Winston low on payload. He's down. I'll open in a second. That piece low. Fucking bubble him. Heals, please, heals.
You're loud, Kyle. 9 fingers. The Reaper on top of this thing. Oh my god. What? Kill somebody! How was I suddenly dead? What the fuck was that? damn it. No kills. Fuck! Goddamn point blocked me.
Fuck.
It got toxic. I'm gonna quit. Bye. So this was a fun session, guys. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this session. It was really pretty fun, a lot of fun. I had so much fun today. Best day of my life. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am skycat.live. I'm a full-time variety gamer all day, every day. Put me on in the background. Click on the cast face to donate, the Twitch, the YouTube, the Facebook, and everything. Just to remind you, I have many thousands of videos on YouTube, and this session was recorded. It was 13 and a half hours. It will be placed on my channel in the next few minutes, and I'm going to stop the video right here. I love you guys. Come give me a like, sub, or a follow. I hope you like the history. You guys have a good day.